This is Hoppin Bob. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me. I'm tired, boss.
He said it's too hot, boss. He tired.
Too hot. He tired.
Uh-huh.
You tell that lazy jigaboo the state of Mississippi I ain't interested in his meteorological assessment.
Listen up, jigaboo. State of Mississippi ain't interested in your meteorological assessments.
You tell him the state of Mississippi is only interested in getting this here ditch cleared by sundown.
State of Mississippi want this here ditch cleared by sundown. You got that, boy.
Got it, boss. He don't sound like he from around here.
He from New York City, boss. He from New York City, boss. He from New York City, boss.
Welcome you from New York. Stephen Curry making a strong case for that early season MVP. Beautiful pass. Green went for the extra pass into the hands of Curry. Curry again, almost the same spot. Oh, rattles one home. Steph Curry is in his bag. Curry runs a break up ahead. Draymond Green, a two-handed jam. Drip, drip. Lee looking for someone, finds the right someone, and Curry knocks it down. What a night. Golden State back in the win column, and Stephen Curry leading the way with 37 tonight.
Excuse me, sir. How much did the Warriors embarrass the Nets in Brooklyn?
They embarrassed the Nets. They embarrassed the borough of Brooklyn. Swagoo, Molly, just step aside for a second because I got some stuff on my mind and I just really need to say this. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize to ESPN about what I'm about to say because I ain't holding. I want to apologize to the NBA in advance because of what I'm about to say. You know something? First things first. Kevin Durant, I'm sad for you, bro. You all alone. You have no help. And more importantly than anything else, you made the wrong decision by going to Brooklyn. And I'm not talking about this as a Knicks fan. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about this as New York, because I'm Knicks first, Swagoo, but New York always. Knicks first, New York always. Mm-hmm. I'm always rooting for New York, and I'll always root for Brooklyn, with the exception of when they go against the Knicks. Kevin Durant made the wrong decision by going to the New York Knicks, and he's going to rue the day that he did that. And let's analyze why that is. Because you got a guy in James Harden, not first year, this is the second year in a row. Mad love for James Harden. You got to get your act together, bro. You ain't James Harden right now, averaging 19 points a game. You sitting there struggling from the field. You had 24 points last night. This is the most meaningless 24 points that I've ever seen from the career of James Harden. You are a superstar, and you are not looking like one. It is that simple. You got to get it together. KD, you made the wrong decision, bro. And here's why. Because you trusted Kyrie. KD, you made the wrong decision, bro. And here's why. Because you trusted Kyrie. KD, you made the wrong decision, bro. And here's why. Because you trusted Kyrie. Kyrie Irving betrayed you. Flat out betrayed you. Left you hanging. And while you sitting up there getting your ass kicked last night, all right? Steph Curry sitting there shimmying and joking around, laughing on the court. They were cheering for Steph Curry in Brooklyn. From opening tap, they were chanting MVP in the Barclays Center, and it wasn't for the dude averaging 28.9 points a game for the Brooklyn Nets. It was for Steph Curry. And then you juxtapose Steph Curry compared to Kyrie Irving, and what do you have? You got Kyrie Irving, who is a showstopper. Kyrie Irving, who is a superstar talent. He is box office and can't be trusted. I actually hope Kyrie Irving gets cut. I actually hope Kyrie Irving gets cut. I actually hope Kyrie Irving gets cut.
This is Hoppin Bob. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me. You run afoul of Bob, you run afoul of me.
I mean, this is a disgrace. To sit up there and watch this team last night look like straight garbage. And every respectable team that you go against, you lost to Chicago by double digits. You got spanked last night by Golden State by double digits. You lost to the Charlotte Hornets by double digits. You got spanked on opening night by double digits against Milwaukee. Every respectable team you go up against waxes y'all behind. And why? Because KD don't have no help. You left there all alone. You ain't got a culture. You don't even have a damn fan base. Brooklyn, stand up. I don't want to hear that nonsense again. Brooklyn, the borough of Brooklyn, should be ashamed of yourself. The only damn thing good about the Barclays Center are the concession workers and the people handling the traffic in and out of the arena, like my boy Tony and Jose and the crew. Those are the only decent things about the Barclays Center. It's just dead. You walk up in there, there's no fan base to gravitate towards, there's no momentum, there's no fervor, there's no passion, nothing. I'm showing more passion in this studio by my damn self than 17,700 plus showed at the Barclays Center for the Brooklyn Nets last night. KD shouldn't even want to be there. He shouldn't even be wasting his services being there. And let me get back to Kyrie. Because this is where it gets important, Swagoo, and this is where it needs to be said. I'm going to break some stuff down to you, Molly. We're going to get this out of the way, okay? I held it off. I've alluded to it at times in the past, but I happen to know what happened. KD could deny it. Kyrie could deny it. Let me tell y'all what happened. But I happen to know what happened. KD could deny it. Kyrie could deny it. Let me tell y'all what happened. But I happen to know what happened. KD could deny it. Kyrie could deny it. Let me tell y'all what happened.
I'm tired, boss.
He said it's too hot, boss. He tired.
Too hot. He tired.
Uh-huh.
You tell that lazy jigaboo to state of Mississippi I ain't interested in his meteorological assessment.
Listen up, jigaboo. State of Mississippi ain't interested in your meteorological assessments.
You tell him the state of Mississippi is only interested in getting this here ditch cleared by sundown.
State of Mississippi want this here ditch cleared by sundown. You got that, boy.
Got it. Boss. He don't sound like he from around here.
He from New York City, boss. He from New York City, boss. He from New York City, boss.
KD and Kyrie were going to the Knicks. They were going to the Garden. Kyrie steps in. And Kyrie said, hell with all of that. Let's establish our own culture. Let's go to Brooklyn. Let's build, don't let's feed off of their brand, their culture. Let's build our own culture. KD said, yo, I want to go with Kyrie. But even in the wee hours, Kyrie and KD wasn't talking. Because Kyrie was all over the place. And DeAndre Jordan had to get on a phone call 5 in the morning to get them brothers together so you could do this and come to Brooklyn. That is why KD is in Brooklyn. Only to be here and watch this dude, this sad excuse for a professional. I ain't saying he ain't no superstar. I didn't say he's not box office. I didn't say as a talent, I think Kyrie Irving deserves $50 million a year. I don't think that man should ever get another long-term contract in his career. I don't think that man should ever get another long-term contract in his career. I don't think that man should ever get another long-term contract in his career. Because he can't be trusted. He can't be trusted. And as a result of that, what do you have? You leave the Oracle in Oakland, California, KD, with that fan base for this? Outside those windows, across the river, is Brooklyn. And they're chanting for Steph Curry as their MVP 12 games into the season with you on the floor, averaging damn near 29 a game. They don't appreciate KD. They don't value him enough. And partially because of Kyrie, because we all know if Kyrie there, it would be a difference. But Kyrie busy thinking about himself. He ain't thinking about nobody else. He left his boys hanging, and as a result, KD gonna be miserable. James Harden damn near wants out. And oh, by the way, we learned, oh, shocking, Steve Kerr, the coach of the team, God bless him, good man. And I think that he did a relatively decent job, and I think he's only going to get better, but clearly he's going through some growing pains.
Nash.
This is what they have been subjected to, Swagoo. I'm so disgusted by what I saw last night. You know how I feel about the Warriors. I got them winning the chip. You know where I stand with that. But Brooklyn was so damn disgraceful. I ain't going back. The job going to have to make me go back to the Barclays Center based on what I'm seeing, because it's sad, the whole ambiance, the environment, the passion, and everything. Steve Nash ain't up to the task at this moment. KD has no help. He clearly made the wrong decision, and he made the wrong decision because he trusted his boy Kyrie, who has betrayed him, and Harden, and he made the wrong decision because he trusted his boy Kyrie, who has betrayed him, and Harden, and he made the wrong decision because he trusted his boy Kyrie, who has betrayed him, and Harden. He left a culture, but he didn't leave it just for himself. He left it to play with his boy. Do you realize that we sit here today and a two-time champion and a two-time MVP, who is clearly one of the greatest players we have ever seen, and by the way, a hell of a guy. He probably going to be against me for saying this and all of that other stuff because he's going to defend his teammate, and that's his right. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. Do you realize that as we sit here today, if this continues, Kevin Durant is going to be more known for leaving Steph Curry than joining him? He will be known as the guy who left Steph Curry to join Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving betrayed this man, betrayed the organization. I'm going to go a step further. Kyrie Irving has betrayed the game of basketball. I'm going to go a step further. Kyrie Irving has betrayed the game of basketball. I'm going to go a step further. Kyrie Irving has betrayed the game of basketball. You sit there, you see that arena last night. I ran in, I can't tell you, Molly, Swagoo, how many countless people that I ran into. Didn't want to take the vaccine, wish they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody lamenting it, whatever. But in the world that we live in, company to company, industry to industry, arena to arena, team to team, league to league, you got to adjust. This brother says no. After he got these dudes to come to Brooklyn, he has left them hanging. He has left them hanging. He has left them hanging.
So 3.5 weeks ago, you said it amounts to betrayal for Kyrie. You said, quote, flat out stupid as relates to what he's doing. Quote, bad teammate. Quote, selfish. October 16th on CNN. To the hell with you.
The Kyrie Irving situation, what do you think? He's been
well-deserved. The mandate is in New York. It's in L.A. now. It's in San Francisco. If this man does not get vaccinated, he would be violating the mandate, and as a result, he would miss 41 home games for the Brooklyn Nets, plus a couple of games at Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks, plus a game in L.A., plus a game in San Francisco. That amounts to about 44 to 45 games. I'm sorry, if you can't take a vaccine that over 6.2 billion people in the world have already taken, trying to claim that you think there's some kind of conspiracy going on, and you want to be that defiant and leave the rest of your team hanging, the Kevin Durant, the James Harden of the world, when you are clearly the favorite to win the title. As far as I'm concerned, the hell with you. As far as I'm concerned, the hell with you. As far as I'm concerned, the hell with you.
You say all these things about Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was very upfront and honest about what his situation was. He wasn't jeopardizing anybody else. He didn't put anybody else on the Brooklyn Nets and their team at risk. When he was allowed to be around the team, he had his mask on. He abided by all the rules. But he was subject to mass criticism by you, animated criticism by you. And then I'm in the green room, and I watch you, and I see your points that you had against Aaron Rodgers, and I appreciate the stance by calling him a liar. I just didn't feel the same venom.
How bad does Aaron Rodgers look this morning?
Well, we all know where I stand with Aaron Rodgers. I'm the one that coined the phrase, he's a bad man, because he is. I think as a talent, one could easily say he's the greatest talent at the position. I know this. This is one of the hardest days I've ever had because I got that much love for this brother as a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers looks very bad today for all the wrong reasons. Aaron Rodgers is a liar. Period. He lied through his teeth with a smirk on his face regarding a matter that is very, very serious. Let's understand something here, okay? And I openly admit to Keyshawn and Jay, I'm about to lose my mind over this, because if I hear one more dude talk to me about privacy, two things that gets on my damn nerves about this. Privacy, and I need to do my research. Really? How long has COVID existed?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been 2 years.
What
2 years in
what
February.
the hell do you mean? What have you been doing? If research is that important to you, you had the season stopped March 11th last year because of COVID. Restarted in January. That's 4 months. That's 4 months right there. This is before the vaccine came down. But you had 4 months to do some research. Then after that, there was bubble play from late July to October. Then you had 2 more months before last season happened. And then you had last season that went from December to July. You play basketball for a living. How much time do you need to research? That's number one. Then you got these guys with the privacy thing. Well, listen to this. I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't have a right to look at your medical records and see your medical history. No, I'm not saying that. But if you can contaminate me with COVID,
I need to know.
I do have a right to know.
Fair point.
If you vaccinated or not.
I didn't feel the same energy that was associated with Kyrie Irving. And a part of me wonders why. How come you don't hold Aaron Rodgers to the same, who lied on national, looked reporters in the eye and said, yeah, I'm immunized.
Okay.
Why not? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. I shouldn't have to run from a black man. I shouldn't have to run from a black man. I shouldn't have to run from a black man. I shouldn't have to run from a black man. I shouldn't have to run from a black man.